Klaus Schwab. Maybe by now you have heard of him. He wrote a book called The Great Reset, and it's a recipe for how we are going to build back better after the pandemic. And I won't get into details on who Klaus Schwab is, but you can, it's all over YouTube and the internet. So is the Great Reset. The Great Reset is not a conspiracy theory. Some people call it a conspiracy theory. It's not. It is a real thing with their own website and everything. So you can look up all about that as well. But I want to talk about the mentality behind these people who thinks that they know how we should move forwards. You see, Klaus and people like Klaus, they think that they know you. You might not know them, but they think that they know you. And you're not really intelligent enough to make decisions for yourself. You're not really bright enough to manage your own life. In fact, you shouldn't even own anything. That's one of the slogans for the Great Reset. In the future, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Yeah. I think that this kind of people, they are quite, they are simple. They are not complicated people. And I've met people like that before. I would say that, when I was in my teenage years, my father was in advertising. This was back in the 80s, late 80s, and if you were in advertising back then, that was really cool. That was, you couldn't get any cooler than that. And I met these people, the people that he worked with, from time, occasionally, and they really thought very highly of themselves, and they thought they were on top of the world, and they knew better than everyone else. In reality, they were just salesmen. They were hired to sell stuff for companies, And I believe my father got a bit fed up with the whole thing and moved into another kind of business. But the people like Klaus Schwab, they are typically into finance, and they involve politicians that they like. Except the politicians, these people are not elected by someone. So it's all about who you know, and it's a very exclusive club, and you're not in it. And they think highly of themselves. And if you read what it says in the plan for the Great Reset, you are reduced to almost cattle. It's like, we know what's best for you. We know how you should live. And we will all don't worry, we will all be together about this. But we will decide, because we know what's best for you and your children and the next generations, and we are doing this to make the world a better place. We are doing this to save the environment. That's why we want to move people into dense urban areas, out of the countryside. Can't have people out in the countryside, no. Yeah. I'll probably make another video on my main channel about this, but I have one question. Well, I have many, but they say, you know, among other things, they say that the things you need will be delivered by drone, and you will rent. You won't own things, you will rent things instead. So who will own the drones? I guess Klaus would say a company. Well then who will own the company that own the drones? Well, I think people like Klaus and his minions, they will own these companies, and we all understand this, because most people are actually not that stupid. And so this whole thing, I must say, what is this word again? Megalomania. It reeks of megalomania, this whole thing. And if you read the only a few pages from the Great Reset, go to that webpage. It's all written in a very, I would say, condescending voice, and it's always the group. It's always we. And some people have said this is fascism 2.0. Other people say it's communism 2.0. It doesn't really matter. It is a totalitarian system that they want to implement, where you as an individual, you don't really matter that much anymore. You're just part of something greater, and you will be happy about that, or else. So along with this comes, of course, a surveillance state that the world hasn't seen yet. It's nothing like what the world has seen before. Not even in China, I believe. Even though it looks like they are going for the Chinese model. So that you won't be able to. The plan is that you will not be able to hide. You will not be able to live outside of the grid. You won't be able to sneak out and be your own man. No. At least that's what they are trying to do. So yeah, that's what happens when you when people with a lot of money and inflated egos get together and imagine how the world should be reconstructed, But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll talk soon.